Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and showcase y'all a really cool deck. It's something that's very similar to the Fiend deck that I showcased you for Jank Day. My Fiend deck was actually inspired by this build. It started off as a Darkworld deck, and then I had a Fabled and a Darkworld deck who were separate. I ran Fables and Darkworlds, and then I was like, these decks seem like they really would work together. So I put them together years ago. This is a long freaking time ago, man. And I ran Fabled Darkworld for a very long time. And then I was like, man, you know what? It would be nice to have some Scarms in here to search for my brows and to search tour guide. And I was like, oh snap, we might as well just put a small BA engine in it. So we ended up doing that. And basically now it's like a Fabled BA Darkworld deck. I did this deck profile 2 months ago. It's an update. Without further ado, let's hop right into this main deck. 3 Grapha, the boss monster of the deck. It's never really worth it to make rank 8s with him. You just always want to leave him on field because he's pretty dope. But you have the option to make rank 8s because of him. And then 3 Fabled Grimrolls for searchers, and also 3 Snow for more searchers. So Grimroll searches your Fabled monsters, Snow searches any Darkworld card. And then for the draw power of the deck, we play 3 copies of Brow, the Huntsman of the Darkworld. Searching him off of Scarm is pretty darn clutch. 3 copies of Cruz, who to this day I think is either Grimroll's little sister or Grimroll when she was little, because they look alike, but I just think it, I could be wrong. And then also 3 copies of Fabled Chawa, because he's amazing for the combos. He sets up so many combos that wouldn't even be possible if you didn't have a discard outlet like him. And then 2 copies of Fabled Raven, who should be at 3, but I don't have 3. I need the secret rares. He's the only common in this deck, but you search him off of the 3 Grimrolls, so it still works out pretty well. 2 Fabled Ganashia. He's a card that you could test out at 1 or 2, never at 3 because he's bricky, but it's real nice. Whenever he special summons himself, if he would be banished, you just overlay him for an XYZ material, and then he's not banished, so you get to keep him if you want. And then 1 Fabled Kushano, 1 is perfect. You just keep getting them back. It's a never-ending tuner. It's really dope. And then for the BA aspect of the deck, I guess we should organize things a bit more. There we go. That's looking a bit better. So for the BAs, it's not as small as the compact engine that I ran in the past. It's a bit more. We're running 3 Phoenix Rhino Warriors. This guy's insane whether you discard him off of Dealings, Drag Down, Gateway of the Darkworld. He's just a utility card. He gets you so many different effects. Even sometimes when you need Kushano, he'll just send Kushano so that you can use Kushano, pitch Cruise, add Kushano back, special, and then normal Kushano, sync for something big. It's really dope. There's a lot of combos in this deck. This deck is really fun, by the way, too. It's like addicting kind of fun. 2 copies of Scarm. Scarm at 3 is just, it just doesn't come up enough. It's like, you rarely ever need to resolve more than 2. I mean, you rarely ever need to resolve more than 1. And then you also play Sir to get it back and Dante to get it back. So I was like, let's just make space in the deck for other cards. And we also play 1 Sir and 1 Graph. And also 1 Libic for utility purposes. Because sometimes you need to bring out a BA when you don't control BAs. So Libic helps you out with that. Of course, the Tour Guide. She has so many different purposes in the deck. Tour Guide just a staple. There are other Burning Abyss monsters that you can try out if you ever want to try this build out for yourself. Run different BAs if you want. These are just the ones I chose. And then we played 3 Gates of the Darkworld, 3 Darkworld Dealings, 3 Drag Down into the Grave, and 2 Terraformings. My Allure of Darknesses are... where are they? Okay, right here. I had them somewhere. I was like, where are they, dude? But they're in my Evil Swarm. Yeah, and also 3 Allure of Darkness. I was wondering where the heck they were. Yeah, so that pretty much sums up the spells. And I run 0 traps in this deck simply because it's all gas and no breaks. And traps really don't serve a purpose for this deck's playstyle. The reason being is because, believe it or not, traps make the hands really bricky. Even if it was a trap like Evenly Matched, if you want to play competitively, I recommend Evenly Matched as your only trap, because you can play from hand as well. But yeah, the deck, every card in your hand really does have to serve a purpose where it can get you deeper into your deck and also get you some form of field presence. And if it can't do that, it has to draw to the cards that do so. So yeah, that's why all the spells are literally just draw power. Just draw power, draw power, draw power, draw power. And I don't play Desires because the deck really doesn't have like enough cards that are multiples to where I wouldn't lose to Desires. Like, for example, my one Graph, my one Seer, and then my one Kushano, who's extremely important. I can't lose my Kushano. And then aside from that, like everything else is expendable, like, you know, because you have three Grapha, 3 Grimros, you know, 3 Brows and 3 Snows, but nonetheless, the desires would still like cause me to lose too many good cards. And then the one Tour Guide hurts a lot too. Then you play like 2 Ganashia, 2 Fabled Raven. Like it would hurt if I would banish those cards. So I felt like there were so many cards that I felt were too valuable and precious that desires would probably kill me if I played it. But you can try desires for yourself. It's a really risky card outside of that, you know, just in general. It is a risky card, but it's worth the +1 in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Then for the extra deck, we have 1 Fabled Leviathan, the boss monster, 2 Valkyries, 3 Fabled Raijin, the best synchro, the best one. You set all your spells, synchro for him, draw 2, play your spells, and keep drawing. It's really dope. I like him. 1 Unicorn, you can modulate your hand, and this guy basically is Herald of Perfection on legs. It's really dope. The Clear Wing, because you can't really make synchro, the Crystal Wing, but you can't make Clear Wing. You're like, why not? Black Rose for clearing boards. Double Dante. Dante is amazing in this deck, not for the milling, but actually just to add your Burning Abyss monsters from the graveyard back to the hand, like your Sir, like your Skarm, and you know, your Graph if need be. So, Breaksword, and also Beatrice, just because you can make her, and the Big Daddy Dante to bring out when Beatrice dies, and Decode Talker, if you ever want to control more than one monster. That pretty much sums up the deck profile, you guys. Definitely let me know what you think. Leave your honest opinion and feedback of the deck. If you feel like it's a good deck, let me know. If you don't like the deck, definitely let me know. I'm always open for constructive criticism, and every man's entitled to his opinion. If you want to try the deck out, I definitely recommend try it out. It's really, really fun. And next up, I'm going to showcase my Flower Guardians, and then I'm also going to show you guys Evil Swarms. It's been a while since I've updated that deck. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sign out and move forward to the next deck profile. Did I already say it? I don't think I said it. God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. And y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe.